Welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at synthetic division. So we're going to be dividing this polynomial. So one of the things that we have to do is just to check first to see if my polynomial is in descending order and if there is any gap. Now we have m to the second power, then m to the first, and then there's no m. So this is already organized. There's no gap between those. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to set up. What we're doing basically, we put in the coefficients of these terms from greatest to smallest. So the coefficient of the square is going to be 1. The coefficient of the m is going to be -7. And constant here is just -11. Now, we're dividing by m minus 8, which means if I should set m minus 8 to 0 and solve, then m is going to equal to 8, which means that we're going to be using 8 here. One of the first things that you do in your synthetic division is that this first term here, that first coefficient here, you're going to just bring it right down. So we're going to bring down this 1. And then from there, we're going to multiply, then add. So 8 times 1 will give me 8. And then I'm going to add this 8 to this -7, and it's going to give me a +1. And then I'm going to multiply again this 8 times 1 there, and that's going to give me 8. And then I'm going to add -11 plus 8, that's -3. The last term in my synthetic division will tell me my remainder. So after we divide throughout by m minus 8, we really get a remainder of -3. Now, how do we organize this? Remember that we started off with m to the second. So when we divide throughout, we will now have just m to the first power. We could just say m. The coefficient is right here. So it's 1m plus 1, and then with a minus, and this is my remainder. So it's a -3 over m minus 8. Basically, it's m plus 1 minus 3 over m minus 8. And let's take a look at this second problem. So in this second problem, we have a similar case here, all right? So we're gonna quickly just drop our thing here. You could always have a box like that, where, so this, we're gonna use k equal to 1, because if you set this to 0, and I'm gonna do it, if you set this to 0 and solve for k, then you will add 1 to both sides. So k is equal to 1. So basically, you could use the opposite of this number all the time. So this is a 1. We're going to be putting the coefficients, and we want to check the power of k. So we have k to the second, k to the first, and then no k. So this is in descending order, and it's good. So we're going to start off by putting the coefficients of these. So it's 1, then we have a -7, and then we have +10. Firstly, we're going to drop down this all the time. So that 1 will come here. And then we're going to say 1 times 1, right? And that's going to give us 1. We're going to be adding. So -7 plus 1 will give us -6. And then we're going to say 1 times -6 will give you -6. And if we should add, so -10 plus -6 will give us 4. Again, this 4 is the remainder. Now, again, since we started with the second power, when we divide, we're going to be left with just k to the first. So this 1 will be like a 1k, and a -6 is my constant, plus a remainder of 4 over the divisor, which is k minus 1. I could just finalize this. So this is just k minus 6 plus a remainder of 4. So basically, that's how you work out your synthetic division. All right. So thank you for watching. See you next time, where we will be looking at more videos. Bye-bye.